In this video, I'm going to be ranking every single out of position 2 card from worst all the way to best in NBA 2K23 My Team. Just going over these 13 new cards in the game and tell you guys who I think is the worst in the set, all the way up to who I think are the best cards in the set. So at the number 13 spot is going to be fairly obvious in my opinion, the Pink Diamond Allen Iverson. He's going to be only a 6-foot card and he can only play power forward and small forward, even if he could play point guard. I mean, he's 6 foot and you guys will see in this set, you just cannot run a 6-foot point guard in the game anymore. You probably can't even run a point guard under 6'5". 6'6" might be like the smallest point guard you can now run unless you match up against smaller point guards in game. But the fact that AI is at the small forward spot, only 6 foot with a 6'3" wingspan. I mean, if you like using Allen Iverson cards, I'd probably recommend just go ahead and get this one. They're going to be very similar cards, and this one can at least play that point guard position and is a Galaxy Opal version. But at the number 12 spot is going to be the Galaxy Opal T-Mac. Now, they could have made him a lot better of a card. They could have gave him the exact same jump shot as this Dark Matter T-Mac, which is the KPJ base and the Oscar Robertson upper, but they decided to leave his own jump shot and put that on very quick timing, which is just not a great release. If you guys remember this Pink Diamond T-Mac, he wasn't even that great of a shooting guard for his time because his release really wasn't that great, and the only reason why this Dark Matter T-Mac is one of the best cards in the game is mainly due to the fact that he's got the KPJ base, which is the best base in the game in my eyes, and then he's also got the Oscar Robertson upper, which is also the best upper in the game on quick timing. That's like the only reason, or the main reason, of why this T-Mac is one of the best cards in the game. And this Galaxy Opal version just doesn't have that jump shot, and he can also only play center and power forward. So if you do want to run this card in unlimited, you're gonna have to run a lot of switches. You know, you're gonna have to put him to like the 2 and then have your shooting guard the 3 and then your small forward guard the 4. So you're gonna have to really work with your matchups and have a lot of tall players around him just to get him into the lineup. And then even if you were to get him into your lineup, he's still not going to be that great of a card. But at the number 11 spot is going to be the Galaxy Opal Iguodala. I think he's still a solid point guard. It's just they changed everybody else's jump shots in the set that you guys will see, and I think he's like the only card in the set that they just didn't change his jump shot, and it's still going to be the Iguodala base and the Iguodala upper on very quick timing. I know he's still going to be a great defender. I think he could be a budget option, being 6'6" with some amazing defensive stats and badges. I just really don't think he's going to be on these other point guards levels that you guys will see here in a second. For example, number 10, actually this is going to be a small forward, but Robert Williams, Time Lord, from him and onwards, these top 10 cards are all super great cards at the budget tier or amazing top cards in the game. Like from 10 and onward, there's no bad cards in the set. For example, number 10 in the Pink Diamond Robert Williams, he's going to be an amazing budget small forward, being 6'9" with a 7'1" wingspan, elite defensive stats, including a 95 block, 92 steal, 95 perimeter, 97 interior defense. He's got tons of Hall of Fame badges for a Pink Diamond card, and then even offensively, he's super athletic. He can finish around the rim. He's got a very solid jump shot, and they also gave him some really good sigs with the Steph Curry escape, the Kemba Walker size up. He's got the MJ dribble style, front clutches, quick drops off one, Dame behind the back, MJ dribble style, normal leaner. Like, he's got everything you'd want on basically on your small forward card, and then he's also got really good tendencies besides the on-ball steal. So all around, I think Robert Williams is going to be one of the best budget small forwards in the game and easily a top 10 card in this out of position set. But at the number 9 spot is going to be an amazing point guard, and it's going to be the Pink Diamond Elgin Baylor. He's a center point guard, 6'5" with a 6'8" wingspan. The way that I kind of look at Elgin Baylor is I think he's probably just going to be a Matisse Thybulle with a better jump shot, because they both have around the same height, same wingspan, both going to have great player models in game. Defensively, about the same. I mean, Matisse Thybulle is slightly better on the defensive end. Very similar stats and badges, though, I will say, like very, very similar. If you look at the defensive stuff, you know, Matisse might be a little bit better, you know, stats and badges wise, but then the biggest difference is Elgin Baylor's got a way better jump shot, and they have the exact same dribble sigs as well. They both have the Dame behind the back, they both have the John Wall escape, they both have the D-Mitch size up. The main difference in the cards is the fact that Elgin Baylor's got the Trey leaner, and then he's also got the PJ Tucker base, which I think is very solid, and the Steph Curry upper. So very similar point guard cards. I think Elgin Baylor might be slightly better just because of his way better jump shot, but both going to be very similar point guards. And I think Elgin Baylor in the out of position 2 drop is going to be the 9th best card. But at the number 8 spot, this is where we start getting to basically all the same point guard cards. There's no real massive difference between a card like Joe Ingles at number 8 and a card like, for example, Ousmane Dieng at number 7. They're basically the same card. I mean, 6'10" point guard for Ousmane Dieng, 7'2" wingspan, and then a 6'8" point guard in Joe Ingles with a 6'2" wings, or 6'. and 10 wingspan. I will say Joe Ingles has definitely got the better jump shot, having the Cole Anthony base and the Rudy Gay upper on very quick timing, and he's also got elite dribble sigs. But the thing about Dieng, he's 6'10", great player model, his stats are very well rounded, and he also does have the Trae Young dribble sigs, like the Trae escape, the Trae size up. He's got even the Trae behind the back, quick drops off one, front clutches. So I mean, this card, you know, dribbling wise is going to be insane, and then his jump shot really isn't that bad. It's not my favorite release in the game, but I do think Ousmane Dieng and Joe Ingles are basically going to be the same point guard card. I got Joe Ingles on number 8 and Ousmane Dieng at number 7. At the number 6 spot, though, is going to be a very underrated card in this set, and that is the Gally-Subble Antoine Jameson. He's going to be a shooting guard, small forward, 6'8", with a 7'4" wingspan, and he always has a great player model in game. You take a look at the stats, very well-rounded card, no real flaws when you take a look at the stats and the badges. I mean, just a super well-complete card. And then you take a look at the animations. He's got a really good release with the Kyle Korver base. He's got the Carmelo Anthony upper on very quick timing. I mean, I know he does have the pro size up, but he can still move a little bit with the Chris Paul escape, and then he's got some pretty good dunk packages. I just think that jump shot's going to be super quick on a shooting guard, 7'4" wingspan. I mean, if you wanted to put Dieng and Joe Ingles over him, I think that's definitely fair, but in my opinion, I think Antoine Jameson is the 6th best card in this set. At the number 5 spot, this is where we get to some elite cards. Like, these are easily the best cards from the set, in my opinion. Like, these top 5, I would say, are easily top 5 cards in this set. I mean, starting it off here at number 5 with the Hudo Turkoglu. I'm going to be a 6'10" point guard with a 6'11" wingspan. A very similar card. If we're talking about the out of position one, he's going to be very similar to a card like a Joe Ingles, or very similar to a Ousmane Dieng, right? They're both 6'10". They all got great height, great wingspans. But the main difference is the fact that he's got a way better jump shot, in my opinion, having the John Stockton base, which I absolutely love this year. I think it's super easy to green and also very quick. And then he's got that Trae upper, which if you guys know on Jonathan Bender, on Tim Thomas, it's a very good upper in the game. He's got the Kyle Lowry size up, the Steph Curry escape. I wish he did have the Trae escape instead of the Curry, but if you like Curry sliding, this will be the perfect card for you. And then also, if you take a look at the hero version, which I'm not ranking the hero cards, but this one's got way better stats all around and more Hall of Fame badges, but I'm just going off the out of position one, and I do think Hudo is the 5th best card from this set. At the number 4 spot, I do think it's going to be Dark Matter Ron Artest, an amazing point guard, 6'7", with a 6'10" wingspan. I think he's most likely going to be a top 3, maybe top 2 point guard in the game. I mean, just such elite of a defender, 98 block, 99 steal, 99 perimeter, 98 interior defense. He's almost got every single Hall of Fame defensive badge in the game. I mean, the card just all around is absolutely ridiculous. He's got a great jump shot on very quick timing. He's got great dribble sigs. His movement's going to be good. He's got the Trae Young leaner, great tendencies. I mean, the card is basically just a perfect point guard, and I think it's maybe going to be a little bit better than that hero MJ. But at the number 3 spot, I don't know how to rank this card because it's Big Z. He's 7'3" at the shooting guard spot with a 7'6" wingspan. I think as a card, like a card that's actually the better card in the game, I think is Ron Artest. But the reason why I think Big Z is better is because he's 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan and can play small forward and shooting guard. Like, I'm not even sure how this card is still even in the game. Like, the fact that he's 7'3" at shooting guard, I just think he's going to be a little bit better than Ron Artest. But if you wanted to put Artest over Big Z, I think that's perfectly fair because Ron Artest is basically a pitch perfect card. Big Z's just 7'3" at the shooting guard spot with like 74 speed and 74 acceleration. At the number 2 spot, in my opinion, is going to be the Dark Matter Kevin Garnett. I think he's going to be a very underrated shooting guard in small forward. I think he might actually be better at the 3. Like, I think he probably is the new best small forward in the game, being 6'11" with a 7'2" wingspan. I mean, the card's got perfect stats and badges. He's got very solid tendencies. You look at the animations. I like the LaMelo Ball base. I still like the Opal KG's jump shot. So basically, he's going to be the Opal Kevin Garnett, but at the shooting guard spot with a little bit better badges, a little bit better stats. And I do think that makes him the 2nd best card in the set. And then easily the best card in the out of position 2 drop, in my opinion, is going to be the Dark Matter Jokic. I mean, they went just beyond what I thought they were going to do with this Jokic card. He's 6'11" at the point guard spot with a 7'3" wingspan. We know he's a Dark Matter, great stats, great all-around badges, but the biggest thing about this card, they gave him the Oscar Robertson upper, which is the best upper in the game, like I stated when talking about with T-Mac, and then even his base is also super nice with the Eric Pascal base on very quick timing, so he's going to have such a quick jump shot. He's also got amazing dribble sigs for a 6'11" point guard. He's got quick drops off one, he's got front clutches. I mean, this card is just going to be ridiculous at the point guard spot, and I think this and the hero version are easily going to be the two best point guards in the game. I mean, they're basically the same card, so Jokic is easily 1000% the best point guard in my eyes, and then Ron Artest and MJ is probably like number 2 and number 3. But let me know in the comment section down below, like who do you guys think are the best cards in the out of position 2 drop? What do you guys think about my ranking? And let me know what cards you guys are looking to pick up from this set as well. I think we got some great budget cards, amazing budget point guards, even Time Lord Robert Williams is great, and then obviously those top cards in the game like Jokic, Big Z, KG, Ron Artest, and even Hedo Turkoglu. But hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.